La Liga match day review. Barcelona close in on Real Madrid as Atletico and Villarreal stay hot on their trail by Achebulu Joimojo David for Avuncular's production. Match day 12 of the 2025-2026 La Liga season produced drama, goals, and fierce competition at both ends of the table. From Barcelona's attacking brilliance to Real Madrid's missed opportunity, the Spanish top flight continues to deliver enthralling football as the title race Elche 1-1 Real Sociedad. Spoils shared in a balanced encounter. Elche and Real Sociedad played out a hard-fought 1-1 draw in a match that highlighted both teams' resilience. Elche, now 11 with 15 points, managed to hold off a late Real Sociedad push to secure a crucial point at home. For Sociedad, who sits 14 on the table on 13 points, it was another frustrating outing as they struggled to turn possession into victory this season. Girona 1-0 Deportivo Alaves. Girona snatched a vital win. Girona recorded a narrow but vital 1-0 victory over Deportivo Alaves, boosting their fight to escape the relegation zone. The win lifts Girona to 18th with 10 points, offering a glimmer of hope after a difficult start to the campaign. Alaves, meanwhile, remain 10th with 15 points, still within touching distance of the top half of the table. Sevilla 1-0 Osasuna. Heavy win for the Andalusian. At the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, Sevilla edged past Osasuna with a slender 1-0 win. The result moves Sevilla up to 9th on the table with 16 points, showing signs of steady improvement after a sluggish start. Osasuna, who fought hard but failed to capitalize on their few chances, dropped to 16th with 11 points, hovering dangerously close to the relegation zone. Atletico Madrid 3-1 Levante. Simeone's side back in form. Atletico Madrid look every bit the title contenders again after dispatching Levante 3-1 at the Wanda Metropolitano. The victory pushes them to 4th place with 25 points, keeping them firmly in the top 4 battle. Levante's woe, however, deepened as they remained 19th on just 9 points, with defensive frailties continuing to cost them. Atletico attacking trio was in fine form, and the win reminded everyone that Diego Simeone's men remain a dangerous force in the league. Espanyol 0-2 Villarreal. The Yellow Submarine rise third. Villarreal continued their impressive form with a clinical 2-0 victory over Espanyol. The win takes Villarreal to third on 26 points, just 2 behind second place Barcelona, as they quietly mount a title challenge of their own. Espanyol's defeat dropped them to 6th with 18 points, though their overall performance this season still shows promise. Villarreal's midfield creativity and attacking efficiency once again made the difference, keeping them in the conversation among Spain's elite. Athletic Club 1-0 Real Oviedo. Bart's side edge struggling Oviedo. Athletic Club secured an important 1-0 home win over bottom place Real Oviedo. The narrow victory propels Athletic to 7th with 17 points, just outside the European qualification spot. Oviedo troubles continues as they remain 20th with only 8 points, rooted to the bottom of the table, with survival looking incredibly difficult. Rayo Vallecano 0-0 Real Madrid. League leaders drop points again. Real Madrid's trip to Vallecas ended in frustration as they were held to a goalless draw by Rayo Vallecano. Despite creating several clear-cut chances, the league leaders couldn't find the breakthrough. The result means Madrid remain top of the table with 31 points and a +16 goal difference, but the dropped points allow Barcelona to close the gap. Rayo, meanwhile, continues to prove a tricky opponent for the big side, staying 12th on 15 points after another disciplined defensive display. Mallorca 1-0 Getafe. Islanders grinds out a home win. Mallorca in a hard-fought 1-0 win over Getafe to climb to 15th on 12 points. It was a much-needed victory for the host after a series of inconsistent performances. Getafe, who sits 8th on 12 points, were left disappointed after failing to convert their chances, missing the opportunity to close the gap to the top 6. Valencia 1-1 Real Betis. Honors even at Mestalla. Valencia and Real Betis shared this point in a 1-1 draw at the Mestalla Stadium. Both teams showed attacking intent, but a lack of precision in the final third meant they had to settle settle for 1 point each. Valencia remains 17th with 10 points, hovering dangerously above the relegation zone, while Betis draw keeps them 5th on 20 points within touching distance of the Champions League place. Celta Vigo 2-4 Barcelona. Lewandowski masterclass narrows the title race. Robert Lewandowski was the star once again, scoring a hat-trick as Barcelona defeated Celta Vigo 4-2 in an action-packed counter. Lamine Yamal added a fourth for Barca, while Marcus Rashford provided 2 assists in a statement attacking play. With this victory, Barcelona climbed to second with 28 points, just 3 behind Real Madrid. The win also extended Barcelona's unbeaten run and showcased their growing chemistry in attack. Celta Vigo, on the other hand, stay 13th on 13 points, struggling to find consistency despite flashes of brilliance in attack. La Liga table highlights after match day 12. Top 5 team: 1. Real Madrid with 31 points on plus 16 goal difference. Barcelona with 28 points on plus 17 goal difference. Villarreal with 26 points. Atletico Madrid with 25 points and Real Betis with 20 points. Bottom 3 teams at the table are: 18th position is Girona with 10 points. 19th position is Levante with 9 points, and 20th position is Real Oviedo with 8 points. Final thoughts: the La Liga title race is heating up, with Real Madrid's stumble giving Barcelona and Villarreal renewed hope. Atletico Madrid are finding form at the right time, while the likes of Betis and Athletic Club are pushing hard for European spots. At the bottom, Girona, Levante and Oviedo face an uphill battle to avoid relegation. With plenty of football still to be played, the 2025-2026 season promises more twists, goals and classic encounters in Spain's top flight. For more updates on La Liga matches and results, subscribe to our YouTube channels, Avuncular's Production and Avuncular Movies. Follow us on TikTok at Avuncular Studio, at Avuncular24 and at Avuncular's Production. I remain your host and sport presenter, Achebulu Joinwojo David, reporting for Avuncular's Services. On behalf of the management team of Avuncular Services, I want to thank you for taking our time to watch this particular episode to the very end. We hope to see you in subsequent episodes. It is goodbye from us for now. Thanks at Avuncular's Production and Avuncular Movie. Copyright Avuncular Services.